Hey, hey, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Front Row Friday Show. Let's dig in. Okay. Good. I'm sharing my screen. Everybody can see it. Great. All righty. So as always, we're going to start with our social media updates from the week. And just so you know, every day on your Amazon device, all you have to say is, Lexi, play my flash briefings. And if you've enabled the Front Row Entrepreneur Flash Briefing, every single morning, you'll get like a 2 to 3 minute update where I share with you the news I think you need to know as an online business person, as a small business person, as an entrepreneur. So just little quick blurbs about what's happening that I think you need to know about for your business. Let me clean my glasses. Oh my God, I can barely see through them. They are so smudgy. Okay. And real quick, okay. First thing. So, you know what? Our most exciting one, I don't think made it to the app, Nika. I mean, do we have the one on here that shows how you can live stream from? Make sure we have a slide about live streaming, from Messenger rooms into Facebook Live, because I don't know if that's on here. But Facebook is expanding its screen sharing options. So you can now share your screen in Messenger, in both Messenger rooms and on the mobile app. And Facebook is rolling out Touch ID and Face ID lock options for Messenger on iOS. So if you don't want anybody snooping in your messengers, you get that in your Messenger, you get that extra layer of protection. Facebook is gradually rolling out their new shops for Facebook and Instagram. So just make sure, if you have a product and you want to create a shop around it, make sure that whatever website you have linked with your Instagram shop or your Facebook shop, it matches your website. It's the same, whatever link you gave them, and that your product is there. That's the problem I'm having with my own product at the moment. Facebook is launching a new investigation into potential bias within its algorithms. And they also announced that, here we go, when you're in a messenger room, which is Facebook's answer to Zoom, right? Then when you're in your messenger room, you can now also broadcast to your via Facebook Live. So that's a really big addition. And also, just a reminder, you can have up to 50 people in a messenger room. Honestly, I have not been using it because we're all creatures of habit, right? So it's just always Zoom. So I never think about like, hey, let's do a messenger room, but I really should try that out. Instagram has confirmed that they're going to launch their version of TikTok, which I've been talking about forever, called Reels. And it's coming soon to the US and some other regions over the next month. So in the next few weeks, we're going to see Reels. I can't wait. I just can't wait to see what this is going to look like. Instagram released a listing of all the most commonly used hashtags on posts that relate to racial injustice. And don't forget, you guys, you could get this slide deck and all the notes if you're watching this on my Facebook business page. So if you're watching this in one of the Facebook groups, or you're watching on YouTube or Periscope or wherever, this won't work. But if you're watching this on my Facebook business page, just type show notes into the comments and our bot will deliver this to you. If not, you want to go to join frontrowclassroom.com. That's my free online classroom, and look in the unit section. And we always put our notes from Front Row Friday show in there. Okay. So anything that we mentioned today, it will all be there. Okay. Instagram is going to now allow you to have your own personal fundraisers. Facebook has had that for a while, but now you can do it on Instagram. And that hack from last week, that was so scary, that compromised like Barack Obama and Elon Musk and all these high profile people, apparently it targeted 130 people. So they're hopefully, supposedly locking down on that. Twitter, this isn't like terribly big news, but it's kind of cool. They're testing out a new set of app icons and this new animation that you see on the left when you open the app. That's what you're going to see. And starting July 20th, which is behind us, Google Maps will show you directions using rented bikes from those docked bike stations that they have in New York and Chicago and London. We use those all the time when we're in those cities. So that's really helpful. And Google is going to trial a new security feature in Gmail that shows a brand's logo as an avatar to help you know that the email is genuine. But I don't know. It's easy enough to change your avatar. So I don't see how this actually works, but I'm not Google. Pinterest launched this cool new thing. Look at all these cool masks. So it's basically to encourage face mask use by showcasing custom face coverings created by people in the pin community. They're calling it the Make a Statement Mask Challenge. So go and check that out. Whoever thought we'd be talking about this, but I find myself like looking at people's masks when I'm out and about thinking, oh, that's a cute mask. Like they really are becoming part of our daily lives. Okay. So LinkedIn, this is handy dandy. You see that little icon? We talked about this before, but I guess now it's finally live for everybody. I hope. See that little speaker icon next to Joseph Okone's name? So now you can record the proper pronunciation of your last name. And you know what? This is a benefit to your users too. I know that a lot of times when I'll be interviewing people on a podcast and I'm not quite certain how to pronounce their last name, although I should know. So I'm too embarrassed to ask them. So then I have to go and hunt down YouTube videos or other podcasts that they've been on so I can hear them pronounce their last name. This is super helpful. Now I can just go to LinkedIn and play it. Okay. So LinkedIn published another guide. This one's sort of an addendum to the last one that they did that tells you how to use LinkedIn Live and their events tool. So we put a link to that in the show notes, and these guides have been pretty good. So check it out. TikTok decided to pull back on their plan to establish a new global headquarters in London because of the disagreement between the UK government and China over the development of the 5G infrastructure in Britain, among other problems that TikTok has. But they're going to push forward and continue with business offerings in spite of all the controversy. And this new one is an interactive brand promotion called Gamified Branded Effects. So it lets you build branded games into your TikTok clips, and they have 20 templates available, and these can be customized with various brand elements. And supposedly this will be made available within their self-serve ad platform, which opened up to all businesses earlier this month. So I am going to check that out. Have not checked that out yet, but I want to see. Actually, let me just real quick. I'm going to go into TikTok really, really quick because I do have a business account and I want to see, and you should too. If you're going to be on TikTok, and I'm going to go into pro account, then TikTok marketplace. Oh, it says TikTok creator marketplace is the official platform for brands and creators to collaborate on TikTok. By joining TikTok creator marketplace, you may receive invitations from brands on TikTok that are interested in working with you, but you have to have over 100,000 followers, posted 3 videos in the last 28 days, received over 100,000 video likes in the last 28 days, and be at least 18 years old. And then there's a button that says notify me when I qualify. But then I don't see anything about this yet. So I do not. So let me know if you do. Okay. And more on TikTok. Earlier this week, they announced that they plan to hire 10,000 staff in the next 3 years. And in the United States. So I guess they're feeling pretty confident. And they unveiled a new TikTok creator fund, which is the thing that I just read, the thing that I just saw in the app, which will pay prominent creators for their videos on the platform. So just go into the pro section of your TikTok and you'll see what I just saw. And if you're a person that has a lot of followers and does a lot of content creation on TikTok, you definitely want to apply for that. And then this is kind of neat. It's called Snapchat Mini, and Headspace is inside Snapchat Mini. So Headspace is that meditation mindfulness tool with that guy with the cute English accent. I love that app. And currently, like if you just download the app from the App Store, you have to pay for it beyond like the first 10 sessions. And you know, it's really helpful for kids and teenagers. Like my son, my 17-year-old, was feeling some anxiety like around when he was 15, 16, and he subscribed to the Headspace app. It helped him so much. And Lord knows this is a time of stress and worry. So if your kids are on Snapchat, you might want to just let them know about this cool thing called Headspace. And Spotify now supports video podcasts. Obviously, it's just going to be for some podcasts, and but you as the viewer should be able to see this with free or a premium Spotify account. So now we're going to talk about the tools and apps that create opportunities for us. We discuss this every week in the Front Row. frontrowclassroom.com. That's every Tuesday. Everybody shares their favorite tools, apps, and plugins that help them run their business more efficiently. And Alfredo is telling us about Visual Studio Code using Microsoft Visual Studio Code. He's using Microsoft Visual Studio Code to learn more about Node.js. This is way above my pay grade. I don't know what he's even talking about, but if you're a coder type person, there you go. I don't even know what else to say about it because this is just, I am not a coder. And then Diane says it's nothing new, but after several WordPress and Squarespace websites, I am now in love with Kajabi. She said, I'm now with Kajabi and I swear I'm in love. So, you know, I haven't talked about Kajabi in a while. Nika's going to put our link in the chat. If you sign up for Kajabi through our link, you get a 28-day free trial. If you just go straight to Kajabi, you only get 14 days, but it is the most wonderful all-in-one platform because you don't have to duct tape stuff together. Our entire business is run on Kajabi. Everything soup to nuts, from opt-in pages, landing pages, our email service provider, all of our content, our courses, our membership site, our checkout carts, everything is in Kajabi. So it's just, and they're just such a good company because they have such great customer support. So I'm always shouting them from the rooftops. I just haven't lately. So check that out. Also, if you end up joining Kajabi through our link after you try it out, we provide support from you here at Jen Lehner Media. So we're available to help you get set up and get going as well. All right. So Kat, this was very interesting. So Kat Sturtz contributed, and Kat, if you are here, tell me in the comments if you are here, because I might want to invite you on camera to talk about this because I couldn't make heads or tails out of this. I just looked at it right before we went live. So that was my first mistake, but it is, are you seeing my screen? Yeah. It's a CRM. I'm going to just read my notes. So she says, batch. Batching is the way to go for so many tasks like audio, video editing, creating graphics, email sequences, writing, editing blog posts, reaching out to clients and prospects, friends and family. So this batch.com is a fully fledged mobile engagement platform to execute CRM tactics, CRM standing for customer resource management or relationship management, over iOS, Android, and mobile websites. There's push notifications, in-app messages, web push, segmentation, orchestration, analytics, advanced features, security, and support. But it ain't cheap. I mean, there's a free version, but that only lets you do like your first little push. And then it jumps and it looks like it's a British company because the price is in pounds. So it's like 30 or 40 US dollars a month, but it looks like incredibly powerful. So last week I made the mistake of going down the rabbit hole of a piece of software that I wasn't really familiar with. And it ended up being a little bit of just a dumpster fire. So I'm just going to leave you with this. If you're looking for a CRM that helps you with batching, which I still don't really understand the content piece of this, but go to batch.com and check it out. I plan to do that a little bit later myself. And then Mary Nunnally says she's using Eliminator to make building her WordPress site easier. So, and then the description says, am I saying that right? Elementor, not Eliminator. Elementor is the best free WordPress website builder with over 5 million active installs. Create beautiful sites and pages using a drag and drop interface. I love drag and drop, but the pricing does not say free, and the description says free. So basic is $29 a month, it looks like. So if you're a WordPress person, there you go. Again, that's called Elementor. And then this was my big excitement. I even sent an email out about this, and I'm not an affiliate. Well, I am, but I'm not sharing that link with you because it's currently in the AppSumo. It's an AppSumo deal. So you might as well buy it from there. But just know that when you buy it, they give you an affiliate link. So when you share it, they'll give you a small commission. But this is fantastic because it allows you to upload videos and pre-recorded videos and stream them live across 40 different channels, including Instagram. Now, the Instagram integration uses a third-party app, but when I played with it, it's even though it's third party, it sort of keeps you inside of one stream. It's easy. And you could schedule them in advance. It's just really, really cool. And the AppSumo deal, I think was $57 or $59 lifetime. I ended up buying 2 codes so I could just have more. I don't even know what the more is. It's going to be like more videos, more channels. I don't know, but I was like, this is such a good deal. I know that we'll use this down the road in launches or whatever. And I do so much video. So I went ahead and just bought 2 codes. But remember with AppSumo, you have like 30 days to try something out and refund it. The key is when you buy something from AppSumo is that you write in your calendar, like 4 days before it expires, a reminder to yourself that the refund period is going to expire. So you can refund it if you don't end up using it. And this is my most exciting news of the week. I was so excited to be asked to participate in this bundle. I didn't know this I didn't know this company existed, but basically what they do is they have a different topic. I think it's every month, a different like theme. So last month, it was about writing a book. And everything in the bundle was to help you write a book. And this month, it's about for coaches and consultants, how to build your coaching and consultancy practice. Okay. And marketing stuff, content creation stuff, like everything. And this is only showing you 8 courses, but there's actually something like 25 or 28 courses, 23 courses in here, valued over $5,000, and they're selling it for $49. And so to participate, I had to contribute a course. But what I love is that they're very discriminating. So first of all, they don't let just anybody do this. And I didn't want to participate if that was the case, because I didn't want to look in here and see that they put some other stuff in here that was garbage. It's absolutely not. It's such good stuff. And then they tell everybody who contributes something that like whatever you contribute and you put a dollar value on it. So a lot of these have valuations of like $250 or even $300. Some of the courses that people have put in here, the rule is that it must be on your website selling for that price. So they're not going to let you create this bogus, price. As you can see on the top right-hand corner, I incorporated the Front Row CEO content planning system. It's a mini course that shows you how to plan out your content strategically. But there's a whole bunch of good stuff. So again, that's $49. Just go to jenlehner.com/bundle and check it out. And it does come with a 60-day, no questions asked refund policy. So you get 2 months to decide if you're going to use any of these. But what I said yesterday in a conversation with somebody, I think it was I don't even know who I was talking to, but is when it's $49 and I see a bundle like this, if there's one thing in there that I just gotta have, it's already worth it for $49, right? Okay, let's talk about book shares. We do this every Thursday in the Front Row, and this is when members share what they're reading, and sometimes they'll share a commentary about why they like it or whatever, but let's just run through these real quick. This one is Dollars Flow to Me Easily, was submitted by Nicole Culver, and it's written by Richard Dotz. And it says, it takes you through the experiential journey of dropping all your worries, fears, and blocks around manifesting money as you read, which remains at the end. What remains at the end is the real you, a state in which dollars flow to you easily, and a recognition of the truth that has always been part of your being. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Okay, this one was submitted by Mary Nunnally, ESP, Easy Sales Process, by Connie Whitman. Ooh, I got something to tell you about sales process here in a minute, but it says it's not your typical how-to sales training book. Sure, it includes a process, steps, if you will, and plenty of opportunities to apply the concepts, but the fundamental notion is that the easy sales process includes these: respect, integrity, and love. If someone were helping your parents or grandparents, how would you like that salesperson to sell to them? Yes, with love, respect, and integrity. All right, this is definitely up my alley. I love this. Okay, and then 24 Assets was submitted by Velmed, and it was written by Daniel Priestley. And 24 Assets: create a digital, scalable, valuable, and fun business that will thrive in a fast-changing world. That sounds really good. All right, Built to Sell: creating a business that can thrive without you. And this is by John Warlow, and it was also submitted by Velmed. Thanks, Velmed. It says, the number one mistake entrepreneurs make is to build a business that relies too heavily on them. Amen. Thus, when the time comes to sell, buyers aren't confident that the company, even if it's profitable, could stand on its own. I need to read this because, I'm always talking about how important it is to systemize your business and to hire a virtual assistant to do the things that are holding you back so you can scale your business quickly. And it sounds like this focuses on that as well. So, a good one. I always get the best book ideas from these submissions. This is how I pick what I'm going to read actually every week. Okay, Passive Income. This was submitted. Velmed is reading a lot this week. Thank you, Velmed. Passive Income, Aggressive Retirement: The Secret to Freedom, Flexibility, and Financial Independence, and How to Get Started, written by Rachel Richards. Okay, I think the title says it all. And then this is submitted by Tina Stinson, Disrupt Her, by Mike Agrawal. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Disrupt Her. And she said, it's a great book. I think every woman should read it. I sent one to each of my daughters. And then she also submitted the 12-week year. I love, love, love this book. I'm a person, I run my business in 90-day containers and 90-day sprints. Huge fan of Todd Herman's 90-day year. It changed my life. It changed my business. And this is very much same thing, but the way that they present it is a little bit different. It's very, very motivating. It's an easy read. I highly recommend this. I'll read it again. I read it. It's one of those that I keep coming back to. but you really can get more done in 12 weeks than you can in 12 months if you follow a framework like what is in this book. Influencer. Dumont Owen submitted this, and it's by Adam Houlihan. And let's see here. It says the 9-step guide to becoming highly influential in any industry. It outlines the steps to becoming an influencer on LinkedIn. Ooh, okay. Untamed. This was submitted by Kate Merrill. I read this one recently too by Glennon Doyle. It's very timely for what's going on in the world, and it's just a real interesting memoir. This is submitted by Scarlett DeBeese, and this is one of my favorite books of the year. She was on the podcast. I recommend listening to this podcast episode. Nika, if you happen to have that link, that would be great. But if not, just go to jenlehner.com/podcast. And it's written by Ash Ambirge. It says, trash your imposter syndrome and live the life you deserve. And it's funny. It's like a lot of the stuff you already know, but a lot of it's like you feel like you're learning it for the first time because it's just so fresh in the way that she presents it. And then Heidi Cohen. Heidi, I owe you, if you're watching, I owe you an email. I will do that today. Perennial Seller, The Art of Making and Marketing Work That Lasts by Ryan Holiday, who wrote one of my favorite books, The Obstacle is the Way. I constantly come back to that book. And it says, Holiday reveals that the key to success for many perennial sellers is that their creators don't distinguish between the making and the marketing. The product's purpose and audience are in the creator's mind from day one. By thinking holistically about the relationship between their audience and their work, creators of all kinds improve the chances that their offerings will stand the test of time. I didn't even know about this book. I'm going to check it out. And then Successful Aging. Ooh, I knew about this one because Heidi told me about it and it sounds so good. She mentioned this. She was on my flash briefing and talked about this book as one of the best professional personal development books she's ever read. Successful Aging. And it's written by a neuroscientist, and his name is Daniel Levitin. And he also wrote This Is Your Brain on Music. Okay, this podcast dropped today with Patty Lennon. If you're in the Front Row VIP, you already know Patty. She's done a training for us before, and I've had her on the podcast before. I think she might be the only guest who has been on the podcast twice, but this might be my favorite podcast episode that we've ever done. If you sell anything, you've just got to listen to this. Patty is just so good. And if you're in VIP, she's going to be joining us soon. I don't have the exact date in front of me. Soon. I think she's coming in August to do a training, a sales training, where she's going to share her sales script with us, her process, everything. So I'm really, really excited about this. Just listen to it. Do yourself a favor. And you can, while we're here, I would love for you to leave me a review over on iTunes. Just open up Apple Podcasts, search for the Front Row Entrepreneur Podcast, and then go through the motions and leave me a quick 5 stars. Would so appreciate it. And also, if you're not in Front Row VIP, it is open. Just go to frontrowvip.com. We would love to have you. We have twice monthly strategy calls where I answer your specific questions in advance. You submit them. I study your question. I research. I put together a thoughtful answer, and I answer it live on these calls. Plus, there's all sorts of courses, everything you need about online business and marketing that you could possibly need, plus in a fabulous community. We do challenges. We've got our fall, I can't believe it, but our fall accountability challenges coming up soon. So I think you'll like it. Come and check it out. And speaking of trainings, we just had this training with Kathy Wheeler, who taught us how to begin the process, and new VIP here. She taught us how to begin the process of writing our book to make sure we find the right topic. And we put in our book what it is people want to be in the book. And then, like I said, we've got Patty Lennon coming. Actually, I do have the date. It's August the 11th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's the Aligned Sales Workshop. In this training, you're going to learn step-by-step system to structure, a step-by-step system to structure your sales calls so they'll feel natural, are honest, and they convert your ideal clients easily. She's going to talk about the one thing your ideal client really wants to hear you say on a sales call to be ready to work with you, what to do before you even get on a sales call to increase your rate of success by 40% and more, and ensure that you aren't wasting your time with people who are not your ideal clients. And that wraps up this episode of the Front Row Friday show. I'm going to come back to you guys and see if there's any questions or comments. I don't think there are. Cat got your tongue. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me today. And again, if you want to hear these flash briefings daily, just subscribe on Alexa. Oh no, we forgot to talk about, I think because I didn't update the slide deck, there is one more thing I wanted to mention. And that is, and I just found out about this because Daniel Hill tagged me on Instagram. And that is, Instagram has just come out with this thing called Threads, which is just like Clips. You know that app Clips? So when you're on your Instagram story and you start talking, and I wish I could demo this, but I can't because it literally, he tagged me right before we went live. But download Instagram Threads when you're doing your Instagram story, and as you're talking, it will put up, thank you, Nika put the link in the chat for you guys, but it will, when you're talking, it will put up the subtitles, your words, so that people can, hear you without having to turn on their sound. And of course, we've had third-party apps forever that have done this, but now it's integrated with Instagram, but you do need to download Threads. Thank you, Daniel Hill, for tagging me on that so that I could share that with you guys. That's it. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, be well. And when you join the Front Row at frontrowclassroom.com, there are a lot of seats, many seats available. You could sit wherever you want. Just make sure that it's in the front row.